am Neil, the father of Julie. Isabel is the mother of Julie, and this is Julie. And Julie is just about 48 years old in August the 21st, and she's lived with us all her life. When she was really young, 18 months old, she had a bad seizure in bed. Isabel found her in bed, and the doctors couldn't get her out of that seizure. We had her to Royal Children's Hospital by road ambulance, and by the time we got to the hospital in Melbourne, she was still in that seizure. But right up till she was 18 months old, she was just a normal child, you know, as normal children would be. So,
and the seizure affected her finer motor skills, and she ended up being epileptic, and that affected her speech and some of her mobility, because she still does tend to drag her left leg, so has lots of falls, but she's never ever missed anything. The common talk about Mooraboo North is, around Mooraboo North is, if you don't want Julie to know it, you don't think it, because she is just amazing on how she hammers into things. Marwara is just the perfect spot for Julie. There's never been an issue of her not wanting to go. She's got really good friends. And coming back to the community of Mooraboo North, we often say, we don't own Julie, Mooraboo North does. And then we accidentally fell on Sonia, who over the last 8 years has looked after Julie. She's become part of their family. We've just had 3.5 weeks away. The first holiday we've had in 8 years without Julie. So she stayed out with Kennedy, still went to Marwara, and if Sonia was busy, we had other friends that would take Julie for a little while. So that really helped enormously for Neil and I.
Sonia has got really good activities, and Sonia is really switched on with craft work. If you have a look at this, Julie was given this as a present, right? Something like 2,500 beads, and Sonia and Julie, over 2 years plus, put it all together. And everybody, because this hangs on our wall, everybody admires this. And they say, who had the time to do that? So Julie would pick out the pins and the colour, and Sonia would put them in the right place. We are well planned up for when we are not around, knowing that Sonia hopefully will be around for a long, long time.
She might want to resign after this.
And that everything is in place, that somebody is able or somebody is willing to look after Julie when we are no longer around, which a lot of people, a lot of parents just leave it too late. They think that nobody else can look after their loved ones like they can, but once they get over 80, it's nearly virtually impossible to do what they'd like to do.
There is a huge need to have more residential houses throughout the communities so that people can have peace of mind that their loved ones are secure when they're no longer around to look after them. And I think that's every parent's concern. We've been very fortunate that we've, I suppose, spoke out, and Neil and I've always gone to different things to see how we can learn or how we can put something better in place.
I'm Sonia. I've been Julie's carer for over 8 years, or about 8 years. You like craft things?
Craft things.
Like, what have you made with me?
That.
You've made a beautiful parrot picture out of thousands of sequins.
Yes.
But you were good making that. So even though it is a job, Julie, where I'm your carer, it really doesn't seem that way at all. It just seems like you're my good friend, my sister, and we hang out together. Yeah. You do what I want, I do what you want. But we have so much fun just hanging out together.
Yep.